Today we're going to be testing a highly requested recipe, and that is the cinnamon rolls from Victoria's Keto Kitchen. And by the way, this video is sponsored by Thrive Market, but more about them later. They say cooking is an art, baking is a science, and even though my father was a chemist, I did not do well in chemistry or science classes. We've been getting a lot of comments about this recipe, and we figure if we can make it, anybody can. You know when you're at the mall or the airport and all of a sudden you get that whiff? That smell, that's Cinnabon. Literally blowing a fan so that you smell it down the hallway. And it led me there, hypnotizing me all the way to the front counter where I would order a massive Cinnabon. So I'm excited about this recipe because Sarah and I haven't had a cinnamon roll in many years. The recipe looks like it has a lot of parts to it. And so that's kind of concerning to me. But we have used Victoria's recipe to make biscuits, and it was really, really good. So we're excited to try this one out. First, we are going to activate our yeast. We're going to make it alive and bubbly, a colony of yeast that goes into the cinnamon roll. We're using Fleischmann's Rapid Yeast. What is this? You're gonna need to activate your yeast in water, warm water at 110 degrees. This is about 113 degrees. So by the time I stop talking, it's going to be 110 degrees. So I've added half a teaspoon of sugar to the water so the yeast can eat it. So we are not. And I'm gonna pour the yeast in the water. It smells yeasty. So this is going to colonize this jar over the next 10 minutes. And while the yeast wakes up and populates that jar, also known as activating, we are going to talk about the sponsor of this video, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. We know that so many of you guys do not live locally to a place that sells keto products, and Thrive Market does. And we love going on the computer, selecting keto, and seeing everything that Thrive Market has to offer. We love getting our staples like organic marinara sauce, keto-friendly sugar replacements like Swerve, keto baking essentials like almond flour, and we love scrolling through and picking out a couple of new things to try, like these organic pumpkin seeds. Thrive Market's orders over $49 are shipped for free and delivered with carbon neutral shipping from their zero waste warehouses. They're on a mission to become the world's first climate positive grocery store. We know that buying keto products can get super expensive, but with Thrive Market, you can save up to 30% on your groceries. So we have a special deal for our Keto Twins community. If you join Thrive Market using our link, you'll get 30% off your first order and a free gift of up to $60. Thanks so much to Thrive Market for sponsoring this video, and let's see how our yeast is doing. Here it is. It's live. This is Victoria's self-rising keto flour. We have mixed this just now. It has things like almond flour, egg white protein powder, oat fiber, xanthan gum, and baking powder. So we're gonna be leaving a link to her recipe for this flour in the description so that you can get all the measurements. So we need 4 cups of this flour for the cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna put that into a separate bowl. So Victoria does a really great job in her video of going over every step. We're just going to be breezing over it because we're probably gonna tell you how to do it wrong anyway. So we added some heavy cream to a bowl. It was warm. We warmed it up in the microwave a little bit. We added in some allulose, some melted butter. We stirred that up. We added in some apple cider vinegar. We stirred that up. We added 1 egg, and then we added 1 cup of Victoria's self-rising flour to this mixture. We mixed it all together. We added our active yeast concoction to this mixture and then stirred it forever because we're not using a mixer like she did in her video because we don't have one. And so here is what we have so far. So it's looking pretty good, pretty well combined. It's actually kind of bubbling a little bit. So I'm gonna add in the rest of the flour slowly, probably about like a cup at a time. We're gonna make our sticky cinnamon roll mixture. She says it is very sticky, so watch out. It's gonna be fun to stir by hand. You're having a good time, right, Emily? Mm-hmm. Are you sure we're not missing something? It's officially 20 minutes later. We're gonna dump this onto a piece of parchment paper. She does use a Silmat in her video, but she also flips it midway, and that scares me because I feel like I'm just gonna mess it up at that point. So we're just gonna use a piece of parchment paper. We're gonna dump this onto the parchment paper, and then we're gonna roll it out to 1/2 inch thickness. Okay, anyway, we have a backseat roller here. Emily rolls across the entire thing. You're supposed to roll from the middle out. Well, I mean, Emily, it's all yours. So I have half a stick here of melted butter. I'm gonna melt this in the microwave for about 45 seconds. We're gonna brush on some melted butter. She kind of poured it in the center of this thing and then spread it out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alrighty. Now we're gonna sprinkle on our allulose cinnamon mixture. And she kind of just used her hands to spread it out. I'm just gonna absorb all that butter till it's evenly distributed. Now what? We're gonna roll it, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Now what?
Keep it on the parchment, please.
We've reached the end of the parchment. We're gonna
roll it onto another piece. Now you're gonna cut it.
I'm gonna cut off these ugly bits. So you're supposed to use a thread to cut this, but we don't have any. I'm gonna use a knife to try to cut this into 1-inch rounds. Here.
It looks more like a Big Newton. It looks like a Big Newton. What?
Shut up.
Sorry, Victoria. Oh, there. Ah! Okay, that looks better. It was looking Big Newton-ish. Okay, put that in.
I was gonna freak out. And
hey, maybe we could have created Fig Newtons.
I actually used to love Fig Newtons.
Mm-hmm. I think they look pretty good. I was nervous at first.
For the husbands. Look at, they look like them. I'm so proud of me.
Us.
Us. Next step is to put these in a proofer. Didn't know what that was. We don't have one of those because we don't bake often. So we're going to be putting this in Sarah's lightly warmed oven. We just let it heat up like an hour ago. So it's nice and warm, but not hot. We're gonna turn on Sarah's oven light and just put these in there for about an hour with no heat on. Let's get these in the oven to proof for an hour and we're gonna get started with our toppings. And we do have something a little special that we're gonna add on top of these keto-friendly cinnamon rolls. So when I used to go to Cinnabon, I used to order the Cinnabon with extra icing and then pecan, okay? I never ordered it actually. I always used to send my husband in. Just order it because I was embarrassed. We thought, why not replicate that sticky pecan topping that they have at Cinnabon? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna melt 1 stick of butter in a pan. I have a heaping cup of pecans ready to go. We have 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar swerve. We're gonna put in a little bit of heavy cream, some vanilla, some cinnamon, and a pinch of salt. So I saw a bunch of recipes on how to make this and I kind of adapted it, so I'm hoping it will taste good. Typically you use normal brown sugar, but brown sugar swerve is really, really good. So we use it all the time when brown sugar is needed. I'm just gonna mix this all together, keep whisking it. So I'm gonna allow this to reduce down for a couple minutes. And into this, we're adding our pecans. I'm gonna let this cook down on very, very low heat for like maybe 10 minutes. Hopefully it thickens up a bit. We're using Victoria's frosting. We made it, here it is. It's very decadent looking. Lots of allulose in this recipe. Allulose is typically our favorite sugar replacement because it's about 70% as sweet as normal table sugar, but we find that it bakes really well. So it doesn't like have that same crystallizing effect that erythritol can have. So that's why we tend to use allulose in most of our recipes when we are switching out for sugar. So we have our pecan sauce. It's getting thick and bubbly. Our cinnamon rolls need about 30 minutes still to proof. And so we're gonna check on them then. Do they look bigger?
What do you think?
Do they? We should have measured them. I feel like they look bigger. So we're gonna put these in the oven at 350 degrees for how many minutes?
20 minutes.
For 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. We're going to pull out our cinnamon rolls. Bubbling.
First impressions, Emily?
Smell good. If I can get one out of the thingy. Why am I going for the middle one? I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh my. These are looking super good. So here we have the Victoria's Keto Kitchen cinnamon rolls with a pecan topping. We're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try it.
I think they look really, really good. They did rise a little bit, I noticed. They got bigger and taller. We only got 9 for some reason. I think it's because we made ours a little bit bigger than hers.
We also cut off the ends because they were misshapen.
Right.
So I think we missed about 2 there. So that's what I'm going to go with. That's my answer.
But I like the way that they turned out. I think that they look really good. And I think that pecan drizzle on the top, I don't know, this is a very like holiday recipe to me. The house smells really good right now.
I'm just going to try it without the pecans though, because I want to actually see what the cinnamon roll tastes like.
Right.
So the texture is very soft on the inside, like a cinnamon roll, which is surprising to me. I didn't expect that. The flavors are on point. It's not cloyingly sweet, but it is sweet. How many carbs are in a normal cinnamon? I'm going to Google it before. Carbs with the topping in a pecan.
Oh my. Yeah, I figured. I knew it was over 100. 146 carbs. 3 dietary fiber, though.
146 carbs for the one that I used to eat. This one has 1.6 net carbs. We made ours a tiny bit bigger, so maybe 2 net carbs. And then with our pecan thing on the top, what is it? Like, maybe count 1 net carb for like 6 pecans on top and some swerve. That is incredible. What an amazing recipe.
I want a cup of coffee with this.
Yeah. The part we added, the pecan drizzle on top, it's best to keep it warm when serving because swerve does have a tendency to crystallize. So keep it warm because we left it on the stove and it seemed to, you know, like form a solid again.
You have to heat it up a little bit just to get it to be liquid again, but it doesn't change the taste of it.
Do you think it's worth it to make the pecan part?
I love it. And this pecan, you can put it on other things too. Put it on some keto pancakes or something.
Keto French toast. So not only did a lot of you guys recommend that we try this recipe because you guys wanted to see how we were going to mess it up. Guess what? We didn't. But we didn't even have a stand mixer for this, you know? And we are just testing these recipes, sometimes wrong. They still turn out delicious. So you shouldn't be intimidated to try something new. And sometimes it works out really, really well and you get something absolutely delicious. This reminds me of 2015, 2016.
If you guys want us to try any other keto recipes, let us know in the comment section below. We are always looking for new and exciting recipes to share with you guys. And so we need your help in finding those recipes. And remember, if you guys want to sign up for Thrive Market, you should do so using our link because you're going to get 30% off and a free gift of up to $60. And if you want to see us make a faux apple pie, which is really, really good, and it doesn't have apples in it, you can click right here and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily. And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.